Hello, I'm Debbie and I'm the video games teacher here at City College Southampton. I've spent quite a few years in industry before I actually came to start into teaching. So I've worked on the design and the art side of the creative media industry. What I want you to do when you come here, I want you to play the games, I want you to understand them, and then I want you to make them. So all them three things in order are the best elements that we can do for video games. There's certain elements of the course that we cover in the first and the second year. First year is the basic principles and the elements behind making all this, developing the skills that you need to make your video games and all the little bits that go with it. So it's nice to have all them different areas. But we cover a lot because it is a BTEC and you have to cover these bits and pieces because you need to see what you actually might want to go on and do. So the skills that we would cover is design, the layout, learning how to use Photoshop, how to make the assets, how to texture your assets using Photoshop, storytelling, how to put your narrative, how to understand the branching narrative that video games have. And then we go on and we use the video game engine Unreal here. And we use the visual scripting side of that, so the blueprints. So you learn that sort of side of programming of it. And then we go on and we do things like 3D, learn how to model, and then learn how to make the 3D game. So the first year is mainly very basic skills and building them up. And with them skills and principles for the creative media, because it all comes together under one little umbrella, we then move on and do little projects throughout the year and you make a portfolio. And then in your second year, you're developing them skills further. You're making it more advanced and you're bringing in 3D animation and 2D animation and pushing yourself that bit further. And from these 2 years, you can then go on to industry or on to higher education into university. And most of the pathways are university mainly because that's where you develop your skills even further, ready for the industry. In the first and second year, you will cover a little bit of work experience because we want to make you ready for the industry. And obviously you can see and experience parts of it and may change your mind in what area you want to go into. So it's a very vital part of it. And you're coming out, you can add stuff to your CVs. Another part of the course is we try to organise trips. One of them every year, I try to go to EGX Resd or the big EGX, the main one, and they're both in London. They're great trips because you see other students, you see what's going on in the industry, and it's a fun day out, especially for some people who don't get trips ever. Another one is, we've done a few times, is go up to Solent and access some of their stuff, where we may get to talk to people in industry, and hopefully you can see what goes on in university to help you decide whether you might want to do that next. The next thing we do in the course too, which I'm trying to make fun elements, is we have a game jam and try to do one every year where the students all work together, making either individual games or a whole game together over a week. And we try to spread that out and I work with the students to see what works best for them. And that's great, and normally there's prizes or people find out what they really, really do like doing. And I try to put that in as part of the coursework too, so you're working but you're having fun at the same time. For this course, I'm expecting it's more creative because it is creative media practice. So the art side of it would be really good and beneficial to have. So sketching, not being able to draw photorealistic, I'm not worried about that, but being able to sketch pen and paper and using a graphics tablet. And the other thing is you don't need any industry experience, so you don't need to have made a game, but if you have done, brilliant. You don't need to know how to code. We teach you all these skills here, and step by step. You can make as much as you want and do extra stuff at home, or you can, do what I've provided you in class. But we need you to have a passion for the industry, and hopefully by playing games and looking around you, researching, you can see what is available. For more details on this course, please access the website and have a little look, and hopefully I will see you next year.